Good morning, good afternoon, happy Monday, kicking the week off on a good note with a green day. I'm going to break down exactly how I did it, trading the most obvious stock in the market today on YAAS. I'm going to break down the entire setup step by step. This is one of my favorite setups in the market with the best risk to reward, so it's something that you really want to make sure you watch. And the scanner is screaming at me. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Today overall was a pretty good day, a little bit slower. Obviously, again, last week was pretty dang slow and a bit of a drought. Leading up into June 4th, removal of the PET rule where the market's going to start to light back up. But now we're in this sort of like waiting to see where we're going to go right as we go towards June 4th. So today, the big one, of course, was YAAS. We're going to come back to this. The pre-market watch list, though, is watching 4 setups, which only one of them really panned out, which was YAAS. The rest of them I didn't trade. We were watching ONCO, GLND, DKI. None of these broke out at all except for YAAS, which, as you can see, this is going to be important, over VWAP, which we're going to talk about. Now, that, wasn't a whole lot today. You can look over here, YAAS, and that's really Apple right now still. SGMT, I tried to play early on for the break of VWAP. Float was larger. I tried to give it a chance. 23.5 million share float. Just doesn't have the oomph. You can see it doesn't really have the oomph behind it, so I left it alone. After that, of course, cut it break even after rejecting off those highs. It is what it is. EDSA crap volume, cast crap volume, ONCO never got going. Just not a whole lot out there today. So let's go ahead and break it down. We'll start with SGMT. We'll go on over to YAAS after, because this is the first trade that I took this morning. Pretty simple setup here. We came out of market open and started base underneath VWAP. You can see we initially tested VWAP, put in place a wick off the high. Watched it pull back. I'm looking for the confirmed break above to make a new high. Well, right now we have this lower high. This candle volume starts to come back in. You can see breaks this lower high. I take it there, risking VWAP for the continuation up through, 8 to 9. And you can see what happens. I mean, we reject, no follow through. So what do? I just go ahead and cut it break even. So that was that. It's one of those things where you can want in one hand, you can take a crap on the other. Which one's going to fill up first? Just trade the charts. So this one is one of those where the chart obviously told you what you had to know. It rejected off the past high, no continuation. Just cut it, move on. So we had YAAS after that. This was the one that really took my day to where it had to go, thankfully. I need this to happen. I needed it to work. I want us to have a good way to start the week, and thankfully was able to do that. Now, going into the open, a few things to note. So going into the bell, of course, we have this pre-market high, followed by, of course, lower high, where we finally get breaking out going into market open. Well, of course, we have the pre-market lows down here as well, which take note of that because, again, it's going to play a big role in what we end up doing here. Now, let's go ahead and mark this up. We have pre-market high sitting up here at $1.60, and we've got this low down here sitting at $1.22. Now, I'm super happy with this game plan. We've got a perfect read on it for the move up through high of day. And what happens here at market open? Well, let's go ahead and mark up the fact that we had downtrend into the bell, which kind of a weird thing here to try and mark up. But we have these lower highs into the bell. And you can see what happens here after market open, where it tries to get breaking out on volume out of the bell. Pretty choppy, though. You can see topping tail rejection off the high. Of course, didn't play it up into that high. Then because of that, we flush. We retest the lows from pre-market. Buyers come back in, and it reclaims view up in the EMAs. So gets bought back up aggressively. You can see off this low. Next candle pulls back, retest the 50 EMA, and confirms that higher low off the 50 EMA, so confirms the reclaim of the moving averages in VWAP, right, which sits right there off the 50. So, of course, as that happens, I see that candle get bought back up. I go ahead and take the entry, risking off of this past candle's low. So overall, I'm in here at 141, risking 131, so 10 cents a share of risk. And ultimately, I get a move here all the way up into what I'm looking for is the opening high first, which sits way up here at about $1.55. So about a 1.5 to 1 risk to reward, give or take. Of course, pre-market high was up here at a 2 to 1 risk to reward. And what happens here is I get down to runners left up into the opening highs right here. I get down to runners, and I'm looking for the confirmation over the pre-market high to add back for the leg up higher. So I'll wait for this candle to break. It closes. Next candle pulls back. I snag the entry there. Perfect little pivot there off the pre-market high at 157. Of course, at that point, this is a guaranteed profitable trade. I'm now risking off of that opening high. I get the next leg higher of another 10 cents a share up over, you can see, I'll show you the exact level, to $1.66. It pulls back and tries to base again off the 90 EMA, where I try to add back for leg up higher. Eventually, I added a quarter size back, very small, to play with some profits to look for that next leg off the opening high. I'm risking a little bit tight on it. I wanted to see the 90 MA hold over this opening price, and unfortunately, we sort of grabbed liquidity, and I was liquidity. What do you know? But of course, still have some healthy profits on this due to again this first 1-2 trades. So full size trade through here, came back with a quarter size, looking to leg it up higher, gave a little bit back, but overall still happy with it. This was a pretty good setup. So that was that. After that, went on over to DKI, which was also a pretty dang good setup. This one was a pretty fruitful one too, but I just didn't get any continuation. Very similar to SGMT. We again have the opening price sitting right here. You can see that exact level was 57 cents. Opening high sits right there. We again sort of open with low volume. Volume begins to come in on this candle right here, which happens to be this candle here. So volume over the opening high. As that happens, price pulls back. I take a pullback off the opening high for the leg up higher. Again, I get a pretty nice play here. 58, I got kind of a rough fill, 58.50, but it's okay. 58.50, we pop up through the highs. As this candle makes a new high, I want to see it continue higher. Again, as you can see here, tries to make a new higher over VWAP, where I got down to a quarter left, trimming up into profits. Of course, as it rejects off that high, I take a full profit on that rejection. So traded it really well overall, 58.50 to about 60 cents, so kind of a smaller win, but hey, it's okay. It is what it is. But on this trade here, I only had about 1.5 cents of risk, and I got about 1.5 cents, 2 cent move to the highs. So happy with that. And lastly, we had USEG. USEG was also a bit of a larger float name, 32 million share float. I took the pullback, little pivot off of VWAP here this morning, where we had this break of trend from pre-market. You can see here we have this high to lower high. I'm, of course, taking this pullback to VWAP for that curl back up through highs, which we never got. So I played it well. I added back here over VWAP. I took a small position initially. I added on the pullback here as we started to bottom off of VWAP. And as you can see, it began to hesitate where I took my full exit and just sat back. So I really couldn't get any momentum going outside of, no pun intended, outside of DKI really and YAAS, which YAAS was the one this morning that really brought home the bacon. Outside of that, not a whole lot happening. Pretty slow, really, the last week or so. I'm hoping things get perking back up here soon as we go into June 4th, which is the day the PDT removal gets smacked off, takes effect on Webull, TradeZero, and a bunch of other platforms. So, you know, it's something to think about as you go into June, as you go into May. What I will say, though, is an awesome thing right now to think about is a lot of you with smaller accounts that have never had access to unlimited day trades and you're about to, well, right now is the time to build those good habits. So once it does take place, you're not going to be running around over trading, just trading anything with a pulse just because you can. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. So now is the time the market's giving you this nice little in-between period of the last few hot weeks. We've got a little period of coolness right now to work on that discipline before this takes effect. Because once it happens, I know it's going to be tempting, but you've got to resist that urge to overtrade. And you've got to stay picky. Now is the time to work on staying picky. If it's not your setup, don't trade it, because ultimately the setups that are your setups are the ones that you have an edge in. The ones that are somebody else's favorite setups are the ones they have an edge in. So don't go trade what somebody else has an edge in. Trade what you have an edge in. All right. As always, that was today's video. That was today's trades. Green Day recap. As always, make sure to subscribe to daily content just like this, and make sure to lock in your 7-day free trial to trade alongside me in real time every single day amongst everything else that we offer. Grab it, description down below. I will see you back there or back here tomorrow afternoon for the daily recap. And all that said, comment down below as well how you did today, and I will see you next time.